What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here, and we are in Warframe. We're going to show off the new HELIOS Sentinel in the background. It's just a quick exterminate run for the Forma alert that was up when I logged on. And we're going to talk about all the changes as well in update 12.5. It's nothing big, nothing major. We've got a few minutes here to run through it all, so I'm going to try to cover it all for you, throw some stuff up on the screen for anyone that doesn't have it or hasn't gotten on and wants to know all the details of everything. So hopefully you enjoy this as we go through it. So let's get started. So obviously the HELIOS Sentinel we've been waiting on a Sentinel for a while. This one is a melee-based Sentinel. It has a glaive-style weapon attack on it that is okay. It's nothing special. But the cool feature of this Sentinel is that it has a automatic codec scanner in it. So we'll get into that in a second, which is kind of cool. So if you haven't been using the codec scanners, because the codec scanner it's in game is kind of stupid and weird how they have it set up, but so this one can help you with that. So let's start with the changes. Over here they're retiring the Shamrock color picker. No biggie, we knew that already. They've made improvements on the Sentinel audio. The big thing here that I haven't looked at is they've changed Rhino Prime's Iron Skin ability. It now appears golden. So I have to take a look at it. That's kind of interesting. Tweaks to the visuals of Rhino's abilities. Removed intentional delay on weapons firing while running. Limited maximum amount of Grineer death sounds that can be played at once. Tweaks to the Quantum Badge visuals to help improve visibility on multiple Warframes. I'm not actually putting it on my Warframe, I have it up on my Sentinel. I kind of like my Grandmaster badge and the Clan badge on my frames, and that's just personal preference. I like the other badge up on the Sentinel, so we'll leave the Quantum badge up on the Sentinel for now. Waypoint markers set on enemies will no longer disappear when the enemy is knocked back or otherwise ragdoll. They've improved the client-side visual for the effect created when enemies are hit by Trinity's Energy Vampire and Well of Life abilities. They tweaked the Gorgon firing sound. I'll have to see what that sounds like now. The broken lights have now been replaced with Grineer traps. The latest iteration of this mechanic replaces hard-to-spot broken lights with more visual Grineer traps, so I guess it'll be easier to see that. Two things to note. These traps deal damage over time as opposed to one pulse of damage like it was. Okay, and these traps can be spotted from a distance and targeted to damage nearby enemies. That should be interesting. I don't know how you target them to damage nearby enemies, unless they're underneath them and you shoot them out, and then it does damage to the enemies from you shooting it. So we'll see how that goes. They've done a number of fixes. I've got the fixes posted on the non-community website. Obviously, all this stuff is also posted on the Warframe website, but if you're not logged in over on Warframe, you can't always get to the stuff. Just check it out on nodcommunity.com. It'll be there under the game maintenance update stuff. So, that update and changes is out of the way. Let's talk about these new things. So, up on the screen, I'm just going to pop up here the new Sindana that's out. I am using it right now. It costs 50 platinum to get it. That's the only way you can get it, is using platinum. So just keep that in mind. It's pretty cool. I mean, what the heck, I added to my collection. Okay, so then we want to talk about the HELIOS here, a little bit more about the HELIOS. So first, it is a clan research. You can either buy it in the market for 75 platinum, or you can buy it for 100 platinum in the bundle, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Or if you've got the clan stuff going, you go into the clan dojo, you go to the Corpus room. It's a Corpus 10.0 build, and you're going to find it here. You need to have the Lanka researched already inside the dojo, and I would think most clans already do. Newer clans probably don't, but in order to get to this one, you need to have the Lanka researched, so that way you have it. Or whatnot. So by the time I got in there, which was literally only 20 minutes after the download came out, this is Storm Clan sized stuff, okay? The guys had already pretty much put everything in except for 50 Oxium, so I went and put 50 Oxium in, and it's building. It's a 3-day build before you can pull it out and build it again. Credits for Storm Clan 75,000, Field Ron 75, Oxium 1,000, Ferrite 7,500, Nanospores 3,500. Remember, this stuff is all scaled based off the size of your clan capacity. Okay, so Storm Clan holds up to 100. They've scaled this to match if you had 100 people in your clan. So that's all it is. But thank you to the guys in the clan who threw all this stuff in there already. And we got this thing going like always. So that's awesome. Now, the Helios, right? So we're running it. Let's talk about it. It comes with the Investigator as the unique precept and the Deconstructor as its weapon. The versatile Helios Sentinel act as both a lethal guardian and an automatic codec scanner. Here's the stats. Nothing special. It's the same stats that all the Sentinels have when they start out. You got to put stuff on them. Not really a big deal. Then we have the Deconstructor here. The Deconstructor causes the Helios Sentinel to attack enemies, targets using pieces of itself. Pretty basic stats. Impact 50, accuracy 100, fire rate 1.3. No critical. Status is a high 25%. Magazine is 6. Reload is 3.0. So there's some stuff in there to help get me in some ideas of things that are going to need to be changed around. Obviously, status chance is going to be something we want to look at. Reload is going to be something I need to look into. Impact damage, obviously. So there's some things to look into when you're going to start building this. And this is melee, remember? So you're using melee mods in here. There's probably some issues are going to come up. It's you know, Melee 2.0 is not out yet, so you could build this and have a decent build, and it could all change when Melee 2.0 comes out, so just keep that in mind. I'll probably do a video on it when I finally get this thing all ranked up, but I don't think I'll use the Deconstructor for too long. I want to go back to my Stinger rifle. That's the one that I like the most because I've got double elemental combo on it, radiation and viral, and that helps me out all the time. So this thing's 75 platinum or 100 platinum for the bundle pack. The bundle pack is going to include the Sentinel wings, the Sentinel tail, and the Sentinel mask. Bought separately, these three pieces are 60 platinum. So you would actually spend more if you bought it separately than as the pack. I think it's a little overpriced, to be honest. I don't think that you should have to spend 60 plat to get these extra pieces. If, let's say, you're building this thing inside the, you're building it yourself, and then you go back to buy, you're practically buying the thing from the store anyway. But anyway, that's a whole other issue. So the two mods that are on here, the first mod that you get is Target Receptor. This is what causes the Deconstructor to work. And the other one that gets put on here eventually is the Investigator mod. The Investigator mod is your scanner mod. Thing is, it does use your own codec scanner chargers, so you need to buy a whole abundance of those chargers in order to have this work for you. But that's about it. Nothing special. So we're gonna get this thing all leveled up. I'll get some videos out on it, and I'll give you my opinions as time moves on. I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking the videos that you do. Comments below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thank you again for watching. See you later.